Hello students, welcome back to Extraction Methods, Pharmacognosy 2 from TYB Farm, Mumbai University. Last time we have seen a course outcome which will briefly mention about the different process of extraction of phytoconstituents. Today we will see the advanced methods and few general methods of extraction with examples. Simple steam distillation. Plant material is immersed directly in vessel filled with water. This is then brought to a boil. Heterogeneous vapors, which is consist of water and oil, are condensed on cold surface. Essential oil separates based on difference in density and immiscibility. It is applied to plant material that is dried and not subject to injury by boiling. Example is turpentine oil. This is a diagrammatic representation of steam distillation. You can see the movement of arrow. This starts from RBF, then to condenser, and finally into the collector. Same way, the heterogeneous vapors transfer from RBF to the condenser where they cool down and then get collected into the collector. Inside the collector, because of the density, it will get separated in two layers, oil and water. Saturated steam distillation. You can see the steam generator pushing the steam into the vessel which is having a plant material. The steams from the bottom will perfuse to the plant material and will go into the condenser. In the condenser, it will get condensed down into the liquid and finally getting collected. Based on density, it will get separated. Advantages of this method: limits the alteration of constituent of the oil. It shortens the duration of treatment. It conserves the energy. It can also be conducted on online in automated setups. It is employed for substances either dried or fresh that may be injured by boiling with water. Now we'll move to the isolation of menthol using its solubility. Solubility is one of the physical property of constituent. So this is an example of extraction using its physical property. A mint oil which is extracted by a steam distillation is first vacuum distilled, then residue of menthol again steam distilled. The menthol distillate is washed with water, then washed with hot water which will dissolve the menthol and recrystallize. In this method, a solubility of menthol is used as a parameter for extraction in these three important steps. Now, here you can see a Stas Auto method which is based on chemical property of extraction of alkaloids. It is moist with ammonia which will convert the alkaloid in a free base form. Then this concentrated extract is then further treated with acid which will convert the free base into the salt. Because of salt having good solubility in aqueous, it will easily come into the aqueous from organic phase. Such way, using their chemical property, we can extract them easily from other phytoconstituents. This is one more example of aristolochic acid where it is extracted by using its acidic group, that is COOH, which is easily get converted in a salt form by using 2% sodium bicarbonate, and then it will be treated with acidified solution which will bring back its COOH group. Now we will see some advanced extraction methods. Beyond its critical point, a fluid can have a density of liquid and the viscosity of gas. Therefore, diffuses well through solids, resulting in a good solvent. CO2 is one of them. Advantage of CO2 is it is natural product, chemically inert, non-flammable, non-toxic, easy to compatible with many of the compounds, selective in extraction, readily available and inexpensive. You can see at one point, which is called as critical point, the gas is behave as both liquid as well as gas. More specifically, it behaves as supercritical fluid above its critical temperature, that is 304.25 Kelvin or 31.10 degrees Celsius or 87.98 degree Fahrenheit. and critical pressure, that is 72.9 atmosphere pressure, it expanding to fill its container like a gas but with the density like of liquid. This is a diagrammatic presentation of supercritical fluid extractor. It is divided in a three component. The first is this jacketed chamber, which is used for specifically extraction of plant material. Temperature and pressure control chamber. Second is CO2 generator. And finally a separator, which will remove the CO2 by releasing the pressure, and phytoconstituent will get collected. The disadvantage of this technique is it need a lot of technical expertise and high cost. Advantages are obtain extracts which are very close in composition to the natural product. It is possible to adjust the selectivity and viscosity by fine tuning the temperature and pressure. The development of microwave assisted extraction was first reported by Gensler and company in 1987. Principle of the method of microwave assisted extraction. Microwaves are electromagnetic radiations with a frequency from 0.3 to 300 GHz. Microwave possess electric and magnetic field which are perpendicular to each other. The electric field causes heating by two simultaneous mechanisms, namely dipolar rotation and ionic conduction. Dipolar rotation is due to the alignment on electric field of the molecules possessing a dipole moment. This oscillation produces collision with surrounding molecules and thus the liberation of thermal energy into the medium. In the table you can see there is a list of solvents mentioned. Those solvents which having less dielectric constant are not usable in micro-assisted extraction, where the solvents like acetone, ethanol, methanol and water who is having more dielectric constant and also shows good dipole moment are mostly used in this method. Open cell system of microwave assisted extraction. The system works on atmospheric pressure and maximum temperature is determined by the boiling point of solvent used. Both extraction speed and efficiency are enhanced in this procedure. The solvent is heated and refluxed through the sample. The sample to be extracted can be placed into Soxhlet type cellulose cartridge in order to avoid filtration step. Open cell offers safety in sample handling and furthermore they allow larger samples to be extracted. Maximum power used is 250 watts. Advantage of micro assisted extraction. Unlike classical conductive heating method, microwaves heat the whole sample simultaneously. Disruption of weak hydrogen bonds promoted by the dipole rotation of molecules. The migration of dissolved ion increases solvent penetration into the matrix and thus facilitate the solventation of analytes. Ionic currents are also induced in solution via electric field. As the medium resists this current, friction occurs and heat is liberated by the Joule effect. Selectivity and the ability of medium to interact with microwaves can be modulated by using mixture of solvents. So students, with this we have completed the revision of topic extraction methods, which will be mainly concentrated on the extraction methods of phytoconstituent, especially butter oils and some few advanced methods of extraction. Also, we have seen that all these extraction methods have some unique principle. For such more lectures on pharmacognosy, please subscribe the channel and give your reviews. Thank you.